One of the features in eZsports software is its ability to handle the varying aspect ratios that photographers might choose to import into a project. There are a lot of photographers that will import in what we refer to as the camera aspect ratio, which is roughly a 4 by 6 aspect ratio. And then there are other photographers that might be shooting raw file format and running those through a raw file converter, and then rendering them out to an 8 by 10 or a 4 by 5 aspect ratio. And eZsports can handle either of those situations. It doesn't matter which way you like to work. I think probably as a recommendation, I would always recommend to render out or to use or to import into a project the full camera aspect ratio file, because that gives you the ability to have more room for cropping, particularly if you're going to do buttons, that sort of thing. Sometimes if you pre-crop everything to an 8 by 10, it limits your ability to move that image around within any of the different templated products. But in any case, we can handle either one of those aspect ratios. So I've created a project that kind of demonstrates that. It's my mixed aspect ratio project. So I've already imported the images in. I can go straight to my organize screen. You can see by this one here, this is a 5 by 7 aspect ratio, 8 by 10, 8 by 10. This team image is a 5 by 7. This individual is a 5 by 7 or camera aspect ratio. And this last one here is an 8 by 10. So I'm going to set up my team, and I'm going to go ahead and just use this one for the team image and import all the rest of these in as individuals, let's say. So if I go to my team screen, and it's asking, again, based upon templates that are in the package set, some information here. I'm just going to go ahead and fill that out. And in this case here, I'm going to select an 8 by 10 group just so we see that. We go to the individual screen, and I want to go back to my team so I verify what my package information is. So what I'm going to do is scroll down here, and we're going to use a 2 for 8 by 10 and a 5 for 5 by 7. So go back to our team screen, into the individual, and we're just going to select 2, 5, 2, 5. And that's not 25, that's a package 2 and a package 5. 2 and 5. That way we'll be able to see this information in the, or see how it's handled in the crop screen. Go into my cropping tool. Okay, so first thing it shows me is up here in the upper left hand corner, my 5 by 7 vertical images, the images that fit that aspect ratio. So if I click on this one, the 5 by 7 crop is the outside yellow line or orange, and the 8 by 10 crop is going to be the inside dotted or dashed line that shows on the inside of that 5 by 7 crop. So an 8 by 10 is cropped from within the 5 by 7 aspect ratio. So we can go ahead and crop these so they look good. Now when I go to next crop, it shows me the images that are 8 by 10 in aspect ratio, and how they're going to crop is the outside is now green. That's the 8 by 10 crop. The inside is going to be the 5 by 7 crop from within the 8 by 10 crop itself. So it's a different crop, the way it's handled based upon the aspect ratio of the actual image. Okay, so that's those. If I go to next crop, there is a 5 by 7 horizontal image. Okay, and go to next crop. There is an 8 by 10. So just be sure you're looking at what crop you're being shown here. One is a 5 by 7, the other one's an 8 by 10. So for those shooters that like to shoot in the 8 by 10 format, the software can handle it. Okay, last 8 by 10. Now we're ready to go ahead and place the order. So going back through this, we see our 5 by 7 camera aspect ratio images. Okay, the 8 by 10 vertical images, the first ones were 5 by 7s. Then it shows us 5 by 7 horizontal and then 8 by 10 horizontal. So you can see very easily how the software handles either one of those, either cropped or not cropped images.